We have Kwesi, Pata, Akyem, Odwirafo of the Agogo Nation in North America, and an advisory board member of ANK International.
Yachimo, that means greetings. First, I'd like to say Yedase to Nana Tuuda for honoring me to speak at this occasion. Yedase and greetings, Yachimo to the Nananom, to the Abusiafo, and to the Ebibiman in the West, the Black nation in the Western Hemisphere. So, as an aside, I'd also like to thank Nana Tuuda because I drove up here from DC. I left my clothes in DC. And Nana Tuuda gave me this, and I appreciate that. I want to put some things in true historical context. So I met Nana Tuuda, it's been 12 years actually. Here in Philadelphia, I came to do a presentation, and Nana came with some of the Abusiafo members, and we connected, and he's been a great guide and mentor, and just, he's done great work, but furthering the work that I've been doing for the past 25 plus years have just enhanced everything I've been doing. So when you hear us say, you hear a lot of terms, the Akan, the Asante, and so forth. So just to put this in true historical context, the Akan people are one of the largest ethnic groups on the continent of Africa, which is the term for Africa, the creator and creatress's divine land. So it's about 26 million Akan people between Ghana, the largest population in Ghana, as well as in the plurality in Ivory Coast. So between Ghana and Ivory Coast, about 26, 27 million Akan people, one of the largest groups in the western part of the continent, but one of the largest groups on the continent, period. Also one of the largest groups from whom many of us were taken and forced into North America. So just like many people from the Congo were taken here, people from the Igbo ethnic group, the Yoruba ethnic group, the Mindi ethnic group, but there was a large contingent, especially in places like in DC and Maryland and Virginia and so forth, taken from the Akan ethnic group. So if you look at the term Akan, the root is Khan. Khan has a few different meanings. It means first and foremost, from the beginning. Khan also means to count, to calculate, to reckon. Khan also means luminous, shining, brilliant. So that defines the nature of the people. Khan, first, foremost, from the beginning, a component part of the first people created on earth, and of course, that's black people, but Khan being a component part of the first, foremost, from the beginning. Khan meaning to count, calculate, or reckon, the first to engage in the context and calculation, which is the foundation of equations and establishing patterns and recognizing patterns in nature and replicating that as we build our societies. Every institution, when you count, when you calculate, measure, you see the movements of the sun, moon, stars, the growing of crops and so forth, conception, and seeding, and germinating, and rooting, and so forth. When you count, calculate, and reckon, you're establishing the mathematical patterns that undergird all of creation, and when you replicate that, you can establish a civilization that reflects the divine order of creation. So Khan, count, to calculate, or reckon. And Khan meaning luminous, shining, a component part of the first people to receive the illumination of the creator and creatress, Nyonkumpon, Nyonkunton, and so forth. Spirit possession takes place, Akom takes place. The divine forces in nature operate through us and then allow us through that calm, that possession, to replicate order within our society, just like order is found in nature. The same spirits that animate the sun, moon, stars, oceans, rivers, Earth Mother, fertile Earth Mother, barren Earth Mother, the atmosphere and so forth, and that divine order we see when they possess us during ritual song, ritual dance, ritual chant, ritual prayer, and so forth, and they speak through us, they show us how to replicate that same sacred order in our communities that we see in creation. So those are the definitions that define the people. we find those same three definitions for Khan, first, foremost, from the beginning, to count, calculate, or reckon, and luminous shining, in the language of ancient Kemet and Kani, ancient Egypt and Nubia. When you look at the Medut and Torah, the hieroglyphs, you'll see the term Khan means first, foremost, from the beginning. It also means to count, calculate, or reckon. It also means shining, luminous, and so forth. And the people south of Kemet, ancient Nubia, one of their titles were the Khan people. They called themselves Khan. And when we migrated from the east to the west and reestablished the Akan Empire in the western part of the continent, we carried that same language and culture and so forth. So when you hear us say Asante, that's one of the Akan ethnic groups. When I say I'm Odwirafo from the Akwamu Nation in North America, Akwamu Mai, Amaruka Tifimu, the Akwamu Nation in North America, the Akwamu people is another Akan ethnic group. So I'm from Chicago. I'm in DC now, but I'm from Chicago. So we started establishing, once I learned of my ethnicity, reestablishing Akwamu Mai within the Western Hemisphere. This goes back 28 years. So I moved to DC. I started coming to Philadelphia, did some presentations. Someone invited me to a specific center and met with Nana Tuuda and the Abusiafo and the Nana Nom and so forth. So we started working together to further enhance and build, on the work that we've been doing to empower the community physically, spiritually, mentally, politically, economically rooted in our culture. It's very interesting because us as Akwamu Mai in North America, the Akwamu Nation in North America, and then we connected with the Asante Nation here in North America, the Asante Nkonim, Kurom, the victory town in North America. That relationship, that balance, and the work we've done to empower people for the past over a decade is reflected in ancient times because the Akwamu people and the Asante people worked together from the beginning of their nationhood, so to speak. Osei Tutu was living amongst the Akwamu and the Akwamu Empire, and they escorted him to Kwame, and eventually he took over and became the Agogohene and started, crushing his enemies. So that's how it happened. But the Asante and the Akwamu have been working together for centuries. And the fact that an Akwamu who was in Chicago, I didn't know anything about what was happening in Philly, connected with an Asante here in Philly, and we started working together on a nationhood basis. That's a spiri-genetic inheritance. And we're going to, of course, talk about that. So I just want to say, Yerase, I appreciate all the work that you're doing, all the guidance you've given, and the empowerment of the community. Yerase.
Thank you.